This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. Wednesday morning, Democratic lawmakers unveiled a bill that would expand abortion access throughout the state.
In response, Republican lawmakers held a press conference to voice their opposition to that bill. Devin Dagnall met with both parties and starts us off tonight.
20 Maine state senators and 76 state representatives have co-sponsored Governor Janet Mills' bill to expand abortion access.
So LD 1619 is an effort for Maine to recognize that the decision to have an abortion is a deeply personal and clinical one, best decided between a healthcare provider and the individual concerned.
LD 1619 has been in the works since January of this year after the governor was inspired by the story of Dana Pierce, who had to seek an abortion out of state after she discovered her child was suffering from a deadly form of skeletal dysplasia. Titled An Act to Improve Maine's Reproductive Privacy Laws, the bills would allow for an abortion at any point in pregnancy as long as it is approved by a physician.
It's shocking that there's no reason. It's abortion up to the moment of live birth for no reason.
Abortions don't happen without a reason. There's very deep and personal decisions, personal reasons that people have for the decisions they make. At
the press conference Maine Republicans held in opposition to the proposed legislation, Senator Lisa Keim of Oxford referred to the bill as barbaric and stated it is not what Mainers want.
As was stated, many polls show that Mainers are opposed to late-term abortion in a very large percentage, like almost 70% or above 60% of Mainers.
An exact date has not been selected, but the bill will be presented to the Judiciary Committee within the next few weeks. In Augusta, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Governor Mills announced her administration will use a $24 million federal grant to strengthen Maine's early childhood support system. The grant will enhance early childhood services for children 5 years and younger. It includes expanded outreach programming to families with young children, pilot projects to improve accessibility to pre-K, professional development for childhood educators, and financial support for child care providers. The grant will also support the development of an early childhood integrated data system to make data-driven decisions and policies to benefit Maine children.
A bill that aims to improve transportation services for Maine Care patients with multiple disabilities was brought up in a public hearing to the Health and Human Services Committee. Presented by Republican Representative Michael Lamellin of Chelsea, the bill would ensure vehicles carrying Maine Care members would be required to have the proper equipment that accommodates their disabilities. The proposed bill would also ensure that drivers assisting Maine Care patients would undergo proper training should there be an emergency. Representative Lamellin says he's presenting the bill for the parents like himself that struggle with these problems on a daily basis.
The bill is for all the other parents who are not as strong of advocates as I am. See, I have gone to the provider and had them make some changes, not all the changes, but I know other parents, they don't know how to do that.
The committee raised concerns regarding tracking of the vehicles. Representative Lamellin plans to take today's committee feedback to the next workshop session.
A proposed bond backed by a statewide coalition would provide funding for Maine's trails. Our Matthew Jurancic has more.
Organizations including Maine Outdoor Brands and the Natural Resources Council of Maine, as well as the towns of Rumford and South Berwick, were joined by lawmakers to push for legislation to design, develop, and maintain trails statewide.
Supporting LD 1156 is key and critical to advancing Maine's trails and economic development. It represents an investment that will pay dividends for years and generations to come.
The bill was introduced by Democratic Representative Jessica Fay of Raymond and Republican Senator Russell Blagg of Wilton. It would provide $30 million in grants for organizations to continue improving and protecting trails statewide. Funding would be provided over a 4-year period, where recipients would be required to match at least 20% in contributions.
Outdoor recreation is a really big piece of our state's economy, right? And it's part of our outdoor brand. We need to continue to see investments in the outdoor recreation space, and the Maine Trails Bond would be a really big boost to our broader outdoor recreation economy.
The Maine Trails Bond is significant in numerous ways, as it's not only received support from businesses and organizations across the state, but it's also the first bill of its kind to receive funding for trails statewide.
In fact, the state of Maine doesn't invest anything in our trails, really.
According to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, outdoor recreation contributes more than $2.8 billion to Maine's economy. Rumford's Economic Development Director George O'Keefe says it's time for the state to recognize the importance of its environment.
We should be able to have more recreation and all of the associated economic benefits that come along with that. And right now we don't have enough of that, and we should have more. And it's an underdeveloped portion of our economy.
The bill is expected to have a public hearing with the Appropriations Committee by the end of April. In Augusta, Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, the nonprofit is launching a fundraising campaign in an effort to keep Bangor's Dakin Pool open for the summer season. The Friends of Dakin Pool campaign aims to raise $160,000 in total. Senator Joe Baldacci, who serves on the organization's board of directors, says that money would be spent on capital improvements and operation costs. It will also be used to train and hire enough lifeguards to fully staff the pool. Last year, the city considered closing the pool for the summer season altogether due to lifeguard staffing shortages, an issue the organization hopes to avoid moving forward.
It's a resource. It's taught thousands of kids how to swim. It's been a resource for the community. We want to avoid it being closed. It's a recreational opportunity. It should be available to the whole East Side neighborhood.
She encouraged residents and businesses to donate what they can to keep the community pool open. To donate or learn more about the campaign, you can visit the Friends of Dakin Pool Facebook page. Certainly something that people were not too happy to hear could be closed for the whole summer last year. And thankfully, they were able to have that partnership with Brewer Lifeguards in order to keep it temporarily open. I know it's going to provide a lot of relief as the temperatures rise.
Well, they certainly jumped through a lot of hoops to make it happen, which just tells you how important it is to the community. And with the temperatures that we're looking at coming our way, I mean, we're seeing 70s by the end of the week. It's not going to be long before people really want that pool to be open.
Already starting to feel like pool weather.
Indeed. So let's get a first check of our forecast and find out a little more.
And thank you so much, Beth and Peter. Our first weather today does show really warm temperatures. Take a look at this. 40s to start off the day, even some upper 40s, lower 50s to start off our morning by the coast. That stretch of warmer air and a wonderful day. High temperatures earlier today, 50s down the board, upper 50s, even some 60s just south of town up north where there's still a little bit more of snow. Greenville and up north, 40s, even close to 50 degrees. It is a bit windy out there, though, so it doesn't feel so nice, but the next couple of days will be much nicer. 29-mile-per-hour winds the coast. Breezy as well. Not quite as windy as here in town, but still 17-mile-per-hour winds in Bar Harbor. That means wind gusts are closer to 35 to closer, maybe even to 40 miles per hour in some spots. At least it's not raining. That is a positive for all of us. No snow up north, all the way down into the coastal regions. No snow in the area, just a few passing clouds. Tonight, though, we're going to continue to cool off. Temperatures will be back into those mid-30s. Beth and Peter?
All righty, Conrad. Thanks so much.
And there is more local news ahead. Stay with us.
Asking the right question can greatly impact your future.
Are you qualified to do this?
What? Especially when it comes to your finances.
Are you a certified financial planner?
I'm a CFP professional.
CFP professionals are committed to acting in your best interest. That's why it's gotta be a CFP.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
I know there's conflicting information about Dupuytren's contracture.
I thought I couldn't get treatment yet.
Well, people may think that their contracture has to be severe to be treated, but it doesn't. If you can't lay your hand flat on the table, talk to a hand specialist.
But what if I don't want surgery?
Well, then you should find a hand specialist certified to offer non-surgical treatments.
What's the next step?
Visit findahandspecialist.com today to get started.
Maine is a one-of-a-kind beautiful state, and there's no better way to see it than from the air. Fletcher Mountain Aviation offers an aerial experience like no other. featuring seaplane flights where you will see the best views in Maine from the air and land on Maine's most beautiful lakes. An experience you will never forget, with views from the northern Maine woods, Moosehead Lake, and Katahdin regions. Come fly and see our beautiful state from the sky with Fletcher Mountain Aviation. Visit our website here or scan the QR code to book your flight today.
Luna Family Auto Sales is a locally owned business run by a husband and wife team.
Here at Luna Family Auto Sales, we combine our passion for cars with providing service to the community and local economy. Featuring no dark or hidden fees at all, we offer financing for all credit types and service everything we sell.
Check out our website at lunafamilyautosales.com.
Or come in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and introduce ourselves. Luna Family Auto Sales, 649 Stillwater Ave, Old Town.
Raise your flag this spring with a new flag from Flags for Patriots in Bangor, providing flags for your home, state, business, or organization. We stock flags from all states and many countries, banners, bunting, poles, and accessories. Visit our website and order your new flag today.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Well, this may sound like something out of a science fiction movie, but this time it's actually real. Somewhere in a remote stretch of forest in far northern Maine, rocks from space crashed to Earth Saturday and may be scattered across the ground just waiting to be picked up. A Maine museum is now offering a $25,000 prize to the first meteorite hunters to deliver a specimen of a certain size. The meteorites can likely be recovered in an area near Waite, Maine, a tiny town on the Canadian border. You can see the approximate location right there on your screen on that map. Daryl Pitt of the Maine Mineral and Gem Museum in Bethel says the unusually bright fireball could be seen in broad daylight. NASA said the meteorite fall was even observed on radar.
I was very excited. Fireballs are relatively unusual events, witnessed fireballs. A daytime fireball that's seen is all the more rare still, to be able to see this incandescence in bright daylight. So we knew from that alone that it was a large event.
Says the first lucky hunters to bring in a 1 kilogram or 2.2 pound specimen will win the big prize, so long as it is confirmed to be a meteorite by their research department. But the road to riches could be a little rough.
The meteorites fell in a really tough place. There have been tougher, certainly, but this is not easy. And that's in part why the $25,000 reward was offered. To motivate more people to get out there. And the more people that are out there, the greater the likelihood that someone's going to find one. It's kind of like a Powerball situation, but your odds are potentially better. In fact, strike that. Your odds are much better here.
Well, Pitt elaborated on what folks should be looking for if, in fact, they do go meteorite hunting. He says first, you should be looking for a good time. Beyond that, keep your eyes peeled for a rock that will most likely be black and will have a fusion crust that is the result of frictional heating in the Earth's atmosphere. It will also likely be smooth. There might be some elongated thumbprint-looking markings as well. Good luck to all you adventurers out there.
Very cool stuff there. Well, meanwhile, a volunteer program is helping Maine seniors reconnect with their communities by serving public schools. Our David Ledford spoke with a 15-year volunteer about what keeps her coming back.
I often compare myself to other friends in my age group, and I think, what do they do with their time all day?
The wisdom and care that grandparents provide is often marked as an important memory in a child's life. But not everyone has a grandparent around to share those experiences. At the Morse Memorial School in Brooks, Maine seniors are helping to make those memories for entire classrooms. The AmeriCorps Senior Foster Grandparent Program, currently implemented in 14 Maine counties, connects those 55 and older with students to serve as mentors and guide them on their academic journey. Longtime foster grandparent Margaret Elliott says the program helps her to make a difference.
The thing that is so rewarding, and I can see why teachers teach, is when children get it. And all of a sudden one day it's all there. And it's so exciting.
While volunteers help to teach the kids, some say the program goes beyond education.
Oh, yeah.
They review schoolwork with children, they read with children, they accompany them when they go to their specials like art or music. Margaret, who has been a volunteer for over 15 years, she reinforces values, and she's just there as that loving, caring presence that is here on a consistent basis.
According to the AmeriCorps website, Maine ranked 4th in the nation for volunteering during the height of the pandemic, with more than 392,000 volunteers contributing 32.6 million hours of service in 2021. Elliott says that her time volunteering, eating lunch, and just playing games with the kids has been as meaningful to her as it has been for the children.
I'm with the children, and I go out of here every day happy. And I don't think you can beat that. It's good medicine.
To learn more about the Foster Grandparent Program and other volunteering opportunities, visit panquist.org. In Brooks, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Really love that story and love the concept of a foster grandparent.
Yeah.
You know, those who grew up with grandparents in their life may not think about...
they take it for granted, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I certainly did until, you know, my grandfather passed away.
Yeah.
And, you know, looking back, there was just so many amazing memories that we had together. And
Yeah.
so it's great that they're providing those experiences for young kids.
And those experiences are something that you hope all kids could have. I am supremely lucky. My grandmother turns 97 years young in June, and I had my great-grandmother, her mother, until I was 19.
Yeah.
So there's such special relationships. You learn so much when there are multiple generations in your family alive at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just amazing, and so you hope that some of that experience can rub off on those kids.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, well, in sports, Maine baseball is out to a blazing hot start in America East Play, their best program in history. How do they feel about it?
We'll have that story and much more coming up.
Now what? You say it when things get out of hand. At Prudential, we think you should say it when you hand down something valuable, too. Like when you realize a recipe is just one gift you can give them. Ask, now what? Here's what. You get life insurance from Prudential and help protect your family like you protect a family recipe. Who's your rock? Ask your employer about Prudential benefits or speak to an advisor today.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads.
It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $3,750 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high-output engine. Visit your main Chevy dealer.
Machias Savings Bank is proud to partner with Luke's Lobster.
If I didn't have the right people around me, there's no chance Luke's Lobster would be what it is today. It was amazing that once the Machias door opened, I realized how many of my friends were already inside. Machias understands commodities. They understand manufacturing and production. They understand local small restaurants. And so this is naturally a fit.
Machias Savings Bank, the bank of yes.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Herman Motor Company. Whether you're looking for a new vehicle or to have your current vehicle serviced or detailed, Herman Motor Company has it all.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Maine baseball has really turned it on this spring. They're out to their best America East start ever. and their success is a byproduct of the winning culture that they've built. Ryan Sudol has the story.
Maine baseball is 9-0 in America East play for the first time ever. But don't talk about that too much.
What we have to be able to do is to go and represent the University of Maine in a regional in June. If we don't do that, all this doesn't matter.
But those win now conference title expectations were not always the MO on Mahaney Diamond. Prior to 2021, the Black Bears went 7 years without a 500 season.
Looking back to where the program was when I first came here my freshman year in 2019 to where we are now, it's a good feeling knowing kind of like the steps that we've took as a team, as a program.
And those steps really started after the 2020 COVID season that wasn't. Getting back on the field that summer lit a fire for the next year.
We were on a bus going to Maryland to play, and the next minute our season was canceled. So I think we all kind of came back in August really with, nothing's guaranteed, nothing's given, and we were here to win everything, and it was real for us.
In 2021, the Black Bears went an even 500, something that head coach Nick Durba says did even more for the squad.
21 season did a lot because we started talking about winning. This baseball team is built on winning in the present tense and in the foreseeable future. It's not about winning once in a while.
And it's become more than just that. Since last year, the Black Bears have won 3/4 of their conference games alone. And it, of course, helps when you enjoy showing up to work.
It's awesome to be up in Orono. It's awesome to be on Mahaney Diamond. It's awesome to be in the clubhouse with those guys, with the coaches. The atmosphere, everything about this place, I got nothing bad to say about it.
This weekend, the Black Bears will visit Binghamton, the #2 team in the conference. It's their toughest test of the year yet, but don't talk about that too much.
I'm just looking at us being able to play a clean game of baseball. If we can play our game, not worry about the other side, and do what we got to do, I think we'll have a great weekend.
In Orono, I'm Ryan Sudol, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thanks for that, Ryan. Certainly off to a hot start. Let's go to the ice now for some hockey. I may sound like a broken record here, but with yet another win on Tuesday night, the Boston Bruins set another NHL all-time record. With their 5-2 victory over Washington Tuesday, the Bruins now have 133 points on the season with 1 game left, breaking Montreal's 46-year-old record. Ironically, the Bees wrap up the regular season Thursday night in Montreal, and then it's on to the playoffs with their first-round matchup set for Monday. We don't know that opponent yet, but definitely playoff hockey is an exciting time for a team that now has the most regular season wins and points in NHL history.
You can feel it. It's contagious. It's emotional. I don't really know how to explain it. It's just something changes when you're in Boston, and it's that feeling when you're showing up for a game that just doesn't compete with a regular season game. And
it's a great time of year. The weather is getting warmer. It's nice out today. Still playing hockey during this time, and within the next few months too is always a good sign.
All right, Charlie Coyle, New England native. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Happy Wednesday. Our Maine weather today is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studios in Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. What a day out there today. Feels like summer, pretty much. Spring into summer. Last couple weeks, more on the chilly end. Lots of blue colors showing up here. Remember those 30s and 40s we had not that long ago? Well, 40s, 50s, and 60s took over, and much warmer air will be moving on in. The last couple of days have been really, really warm. Temperatures in the 60s. We are really enjoying these warm temperatures as a lot of the warm air made its way all the way up north. Look at New Orleans right now. 68 degrees, and take a look at Minneapolis, 65. So right International Falls, right by the Canadian border, it is literally warmer there than it is all the way down south by the Gulf of Mexico. Incredible stuff. Lots of warm air making its way all the way up north. New York City might get close to 90 degrees by tomorrow. We're not going to get close to 90, but 70, that's definitely a great possibility. Then we cool off slightly back to near average temperatures, but still 70 plus degrees will be very, very possible in some spots Thursday, and then especially into the day on Friday. It's not raining, though, so at least that's a positive thing. Just a few passing clouds from north to south. A couple of sprinkles just to the west of our state, but overall, though, mostly a calm day. A couple of thunderstorms down south closer to Florida and just out of the Houston area, but this is more on the lighter end. That's why temperatures are a little bit cooler all the way by the Gulf because of the rain. For us, we're going to be clear not only the next 1, 2, 3 days, but the next several days. We're actually going to be clear. Just a few passing clouds, temperatures well above average, so enjoy all of this weather before more chances of rain do arrive. That's going to happen more in 4 to 5 days. We're looking at maybe Monday into the Tuesday time frame. Half an inch of rain will be possible in some spots. And look at Machias. There will be some pockets of over an inch of rain in some spots, especially closer to the coast. Tonight, though, temperatures around 35 degrees, mostly clear skies. Go outside, enjoy those stars, because we will have a light breeze and a really great night to go see that. Maybe a light sweater will be needed. Tomorrow, a wonderful day, mid-60s, upper 60s in some spots, partly cloudy, and a light breeze. Once again, our extended forecast outlook does show a beautiful looking Thursday into Friday, Saturday once again. Then we cool down by Sunday and more chances of rain arrive Sunday night, especially into Monday with temperatures cooling back down, but still slightly above average, hovering in those mid-50s. Beth and Peter?
Wow.
Quite nice.
Yeah, just incredible. Really looking forward to that stretch.
Yay.
Yep.
Alrighty, well, there's still more to come. Stay with us.
Tonight's Stock Report is brought to you by Loring Outdoors. We are looking for committed workers to build one-of-a-kind pack baskets. Head on over to loringoutdoors.com.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in this state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit any new truck. Our full service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Hewitt Lift and Rolodock creates
the strongest, simplest, and most reliable dock system. With one simple goal:
to get you on the lake
faster and easier than anyone else.
Because at Hewitt, we build stronger.
After 40 years of quality building, we get it.
Hewitt Family builds for your family.
For your family.
For your family.
Stand on the solid foundation of the Hewitt family.
docks, pontoon legs, and boat lifts.
You work hard, play harder. You deserve a Hewitt.
A quality replacement window made with Fibrix material, which is twice as strong as vinyl, delivered through a stress-free process. Welcome to Renewal by Andersen. Get the peace of mind knowing Renewal by Andersen handles everything, from start to finish. With one call, you'll enjoy working with the best people, exclusive products, and a superior process.
It's the people.
It's the process.
It's the product.
Call now to get our exceptional signature service. This fantastic offer is available only for a limited time. Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
Time to get to the Toyota Spring Sales Event for affordable 3.99% financing on an all-wheel drive Camry. So come get your savings, then get out there. Toyota, let's go places.
Looking for a new work experience? Fox and ABC Bangor are partnering with local employers to feature the best local job opportunities, like this one.
Central Maine Exteriors is a home remodeling contractor specializing in windows, doors, siding, roofing, decks, as well as interior remodels and new construction. We are hiring framing and finishing carpenters. Call 290-2750.
Tonight, the abortion pill showdown. Will it be banned nationwide? Plus, as the Justice Department investigates the leaked documents, what we now know, more Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
Well, finally tonight, we are just a couple of days away from one of the most popular outdoor events of the year in the area, the Kenduskeag Extreme Canoe Race, and competitors are getting ready. Racers were out on the water today practicing their skills and testing out the water levels, which they tell us are coming up a little bit, likely due to snowmelt. That's a good thing for them. The race kicks off at the Kenduskeag Union Church at 10 o'clock Saturday morning. Look at them go. To coincide with local tidal conditions. That looks like a whole lot of fun to me. Folks say they look forward to this event every year. I can see why.
Well, I think a lot of people, this could be their first time to really be in whitewater. It's a very supportive event. It's well organized. There's a lot of rescue people. So you get people, there's experienced paddlers like Ray, who you're going to meet here in a minute. And then there's people that are just out here for fun. And it's just so fun. It's just a spring rite of passage.
It's a tradition. It's a celebration of spring in Maine and whitewater and rivers. So it's a great thing to be part of. Bring float bags if you're in a canoe or kayak. Lash down any spare gear. Dress warmly in layers. No cotton, and have a good time.
And I suspect they will. Well, for today and tomorrow, you can still register for the race at the discounted price of $60 online or pay $75 the day of the race. I want to do that.
That looks like
that
so
looks
much
so
fun.
Great.
And I like the tip about dressing warm. I'm sure with all that snow melt, that water is pretty chilly right about now.
Chilly, I should say so. Alrighty, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7, take care and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.